Chapter 8. The Return of the Pharaoh. Manasseh was ordering the Egyptians to do all tons of things. "Find that sarcophagus or I'll take out all of you," he said. The Egyptians were moving because they didn't want to know what Manasseh would do to them. "Your Pharaoh is long gone by now. He will never come back," said Manasseh as he hit a car with his front wheel. The student drove up to them. "No sign of our lost gear," he said. "It has to be here somewhere. There's no way they would have taken it with them," Manasseh exclaimed. "He thinks he can replace me as a pharaoh," said Wingo. "You're right, Wingo. You should be Pharaoh, not Manasseh," Boost added. "Let's just go in there and settle this with him," said DJ. "Yeah, I'm with DJ," Wingo exclaimed. "I'm taking back these guys." "Wait here," DJ added. "I'm going in with you," said Molly. "Are you going to handle him?" asked Boost. "I've handled Manasseh before," said Molly. "And so have I," DJ added. "He's going down." "I'll take the sarcophagus in with us," said Molly. "It's what Manasseh is after," Anala added. "Boost, we need you to take Anala and Snotrod somewhere to hide in case we need backup," said DJ. "And do as we say," Molly added. Manasseh and Stu were drinking from oil cans, watching the Egyptians move everything. "You did a great job, Stu," said Manasseh. "I know, boss," Stu exclaimed. "We're a great team." "Yep, I agree with you, buddy," Manasseh said. "Hey, Manasseh," said Wingo, approaching them. "Who is that?" asked Stu. "It looks like one of those guys in a different paint scheme," Manasseh replied. "Those cars are mine," said Wingo. "It's the Pharaoh," said one of the Egyptians. "Impossible," said Manasseh. "I'll tell you what's impossible. I have the sarcophagus," said Wingo. "There's no way you found the sarcophagus," Manasseh began before seeing DJ and Molly carrying the sarcophagus. "Come and get it if you want it," Wingo said, as he turned on his exhaust. Manasseh began to approach Wingo slowly, and Molly and DJ began moving around the sarcophagus. "Give me that," said Manasseh, speeding at them. "Now," said Wingo as he jumped to the side. Molly and DJ also jumped, but the sarcophagus was hard to handle and slipped onto the ground. Gunshots were coming right at Manasseh to keep him away from the sarcophagus, and Wingo drove over it to push it away. "Come and get it," said Wingo. "I might as well do so, Pharaoh," said Manasseh as he drove over to Wingo. "Molly, get this out of the way," said Wingo. "Where should I take it?" asked Molly. "Away from this fight," Wingo replied. Molly started to push the sarcophagus away, but Manasseh soon began speeding at her, but luckily another shot appeared in front of him before he could hit her. "Thanks, Anala," said Molly as she continued to push. "Shall we get them down here?" asked Wingo. "Yes, because this is getting intense," Molly replied. "Snotrod, Boost, get down here because Manasseh's getting intense," said Wingo. Mala was operating the trailer and Boost was hiding in it. "Should we bring the trailer too?" asked Boost. "Yes," Wingo replied. "Wingo needs us, so we need to head in there," said Boost. Snotrod sneezed and sped into the battle zone with Boost close behind him. As they got to the bottom of the hill, DJ came up to them. "There you guys are," he said. "What's happening?" asked Nala. "Wingo and Molly are trying to move the sarcophagus, but Manasseh keeps speeding at them," DJ replied. "Have them push the sarcophagus over here so we can take care of Manasseh," said Boost. Wingo and Molly were moving the sarcophagus, but Manasseh managed to get them out of the way this time. "Now it's mine," he exclaimed. "Don't open it," said Molly. "It's just an ordinary coffin. There's nothing bad going to happen," said Manasseh, getting lit up the sarcophagus. DJ came driving up to Molly and Wingo and saw that Manasseh open the sarcophagus. "It's too late," said Molly. "We can still finish him. We just need to change the plan," said DJ. "What are we going to do?" asked Molly. DJ radioed Boost. "Manasseh opened the sarcophagus, and we need to change our plan," said DJ. "Lure him over the Snotrod and have Nala shoot him rapidly," said Boost. "I hope this works," said DJ. "Molly, we're going to lure Manasseh over the Snotrod, and Nala will shoot him intensely." "That sounds like a good idea," said Molly. "I hope it works," Wingo exclaimed. "It will," said DJ. "Let's get moving because he sees us." "Yeah, and he's mad," Wingo added. Manasseh had been eyeing the trio and started speeding at them while they drove away from him. DJ drove up to Anala and she started shooting once Molly and Wingo jumped out of the way to avoid the blasts. "Snotrod, drive like you're being chased," Anala exclaimed. "We are being chased," Snotrod said before sneezing. He started moving after he sneezed and Anala shot Manasseh until he was out of his range. "Good job," Anala said, shooting some more walls. Wingo and DJ were hiding behind one of the shot-down walls and watched as Snotrod and Nala drove away from Manasseh. "We should head over and try to crush him," said Wingo. They drove over to a wall that hadn't fallen over and waited till they saw Snotrod driving towards them. "Where is Snotrod even?" asked Wingo. "He's not very far, so we have to push this at the right time," DJ replied. Snotrod turned around a corner and almost drifted into a wall. I can't take much more of this, he said. Just a few more shots, and Manasseh should not be able to move, said Anala as Snotrod drove towards the upright wall. The wall soon fell over after Snotrod drove under it through the window and DJ pushing it over, and crash. It landed right on top of Manasseh. Snotrod, wait, Anala cried. What is in it? Asked Snotrod. Manasseh just got crushed by a wall, Anala replied. DJ and Wingo soon drove on top of the fallen wall. We are the ones that knocked it over, said Wingo. That was you pushing it over, said Nala. Yes, the chase seemed like it was going on forever, so we wanted to take care of him ourselves, said DJ. Boost and Molly soon came driving up to them. You got him, Molly exclaimed. Yep, we sure did, said Wingo. Stu was coming out of the wrecked palace when he noticed the fallen wall. What happened out here? He asked. Manasseh's dead, Boost replied. He's dead? Stu exclaimed. What am I going to do now? You can stay here with the Egyptians, Wingo replied. Pharaoh, what are you doing? Asked Dominic. I'm not your Pharaoh anymore. This guy, Wingo paused. What's your name? Stu, Stu replied. Stu will be your new Pharaoh, Wingo continued. That guy's crazy, Dominic exclaimed. I was just listening to Manasseh. I've worked with him for 12 years, said Stu. Plus, I don't think he would actually hurt anyone unless ordered to do so, Wingo added. I really like that paint job you have, said Stu. Thanks, I can give you one if you'd like, Wingo said. I just need to get my paint stuff. This red paint makes me match my old master, said Stu. We're going to head inside the palace, said Wingo as he drove in with Stu following soon. I wonder what happens to us, said Molly. That would depend on if he is liked by the Egyptians, said DJ. Wingo was putting the finishing touches on Stu and started to feel sad. I'm really going to miss these guys, he said. Hey, at least you're getting the sarcophagus, said Stu. No, I'm going to leave it here so they can remember me, Wingo exclaimed. Oh, then they can say I have the sarcophagus, said Stu. I'm taking my Pharaoh staff back to the United States with me, though, Wingo said. The Egyptians had all tons of Pharaoh hats and staffs. Can I see my paint job now? Asked Stu. Wingo pushed the mirror over to Stu. Wow, this paint job looks awesome. I like the brown spots that you gave me, he said. I just painted over the red to make you look more African, said Wingo. I hope you have a good time as a Pharaoh. Thanks, dude, said Stu. Can we keep the sarcophagus? Asked Dominic. You will have to ask the Pharaoh, Boost replied. Wingo and Stu came out and began to speak. The sarcophagus is yours to keep, said Wingo, and I will be heading back to my old home. Also, Miss Bradley and Mr. Johnson can enter Troubletown again, said Stu. Yes, said Molly. DJ and I can finally get out of the wild. That's exciting, but I am going to stay with Wingo, Snotrod, Boost, said DJ. You're not coming back to Troubletown, said Molly. I actually like that big garage, DJ exclaimed, but I suppose I could visit Troubletown. And I will come visit you every once in a while, Molly added. We will also be rebuilding this place, said Stu. I would have made you do this anyway, Wingo exclaimed. I already love being a Pharaoh, Stu began. Wingo, said Wingo. Thanks, Wingo, for giving me this job, Stu continued. Now let's get out of here, said Wingo as he headed towards Snotrod, DJ, Molly, Boost, and Anala. They said their goodbyes and started to head to the airport. That was a great time, said Anala. It's nice that I can go home again, said Molly. The six of them were getting off the plane at the Troubletown airport and heading to customs. Oh, Chick is going to meet us outside, said Boost. He wanted to see Troubletown. Now he can see my garage, said Molly. Sure, we can head there, Boost said. It's just as when we left it, said DJ. I can't believe you are finally able to get back to this place, said Nala. I'm not staying here. I'm going back to Texas with Wingo, Snotrod, and Boost, DJ exclaimed. He likes living with us, Wingo added. They soon headed outside where Chick was waiting. Did you get the sarcophagus, he asked. Yes, but we didn't bring it with us, Boost replied. I don't think they would have allowed it on the plane anyway, said Chick. Molly and I lost our restriction of entering this place, said DJ. Manasseh will no longer be a problem, Molly added. That's great. You can enter here again, Chick exclaimed. Are you staying with me or moving back here? I'm moving back here, but DJ is staying with you, though, Molly replied. So where is this garage you were talking about? Asked Wingo. Right, follow me, said Molly. Wingo, Chick, Snotrod, Anala, DJ, and Boost followed Molly down a street that was filled with garages. It's at the end of the street, said Molly. It is a really nice place, added DJ. You have been there before, Bruce exclaimed. Me and Molly have been friends for years, said DJ. They soon reached the end of the street and Molly stopped. There it is, she said, looking at the medium-sized garage. Still in the same condition you left it in, said DJ. Totally, said Molly, as they headed inside. This place looks nice, said Snotrod. Thanks, Snotrod, said Molly. Are you going to come visit us every so often? Asked Chick. Yes, Chick, Molly replied. I am going to miss sharing a room with you, said Snotrod before sneezing. That was a cool gym you had set up in there, Molly said. You guys down for some TV? Asked Boost. What do you guys want to watch? Asked Molly. Doesn't matter, Boost replied. Molly turned on the TV and the 7 of them all watched a monster truck race. The 2 contestants were an ambulance named Dr. Feelbad and another truck named Ginormous. Everyone got oil and fuel cans ready to drink while they watched the rally. The end.